Bacchus jumps in. We're really looking to get the pick onto the new wall here. There is the Neath. That was a terrible pull attempt. We're going to try to get some damage off onto this King Arthur to protect the Chiron. That is a King Arthur ult. We're looking for Neath here in this fight. We took a lot of damage trying to look for that Neath. We're going to dash through this Bacchus. We probably should have rotated through jungle and come up from behind the tower to get this Neath, but we're just going to keep moving with our team. So now I'm going around the tower. If they're here, I'm going to ult, get the pull off, get the double kill, and then we're just going to rotate out. We get our 3 off. Oh, the triple. I forgot I got a triple this game. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Susano as jungle. If you are new to the channel, I upload 6 to 7 times a week. I had some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong. Hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If you are a returning viewer, Susano is a very strong assassin who relies heavily on his abilities. If you can auto-cancel with Susano, you can almost double your damage output, and we'll dive into that in just a second. So let's go ahead and review Susano's kit. Susano's one, he has 3 states to this one. In his first state, he's going to deal damage in a cone in front of him. This damage is going to be 100% damage. The second stage is he's going to swing his sword in a circle, dealing damage, and this is also going to be 100% damage. And then the third state is he's going to dash through enemies, and then this dash is only going to deal 50% of the damage compared to the first 2 states. Susano's second ability, he has the option to pull somebody to him. He's going to have the option to deal damage in front of him, and there's going to be a small cone in the middle. If you can hit the enemy in the middle, you can pull them to you. So Susano's 3, he's going to throw a little storm cloud out. It's going to deal damage 4 times over 3 seconds. And if you push the third ability again, you're going to be able to teleport to the storm cloud. So let's go ahead and go over his ultimate. Susano's ultimate is he's going to summon a giant circle that's going to fire in the direction that he is facing. So we just had a teammate leave. That is a little unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure they come right back. So his ultimate, if you charge it all the way up, it's going to fire by itself and knock up enemies. If you can cancel his ultimate early for reduced damage, and if it's less than half charge, it will not knock up enemies. And then Susano's passive is that every time he deals damage to an enemy, he's going to gain a stack at 4 stacks. His next ability is going to damage with bonus damage. So we are kind of holding down solo lane until our solo laner returns. Always makes for an interesting jungling video whenever somebody leaves. How do you fill the hole on your team? So we're going to rotate mid. Unfortunately, King Arthur is just going to get free reign over there. We might be able to do some real damage to this new wall. We're going to have to dash out, and Baron is able to get the first blood. So we're going to rotate to our red buff. I need Baron to tank it. So our solo laner has returned. We got 2 people invading our purple. I'm really weak. There's not a whole lot I can do. I might be able to get some free poke onto this Neath. Can't really dash through them, so I'm going to dash away. So we don't really have enough sustain. Plus our speed is up, so we're just going to go ahead and back. We're going to buy our tier 2 boots and then make our way to speed buff. With our relic, we got Blink. Susano has a lot of mobility, but if you can engage an opponent and save one of your dashes for an escape, it might help you get a pick in a team fight and survive. So right here, what I'm doing is I am auto-canceling. So Susano has an attack chain, meaning that all of his basic attacks do not do the same amount of damage. So whenever, is that true? I just saw 286s. I think the third one is a little bit stronger. Oh, I can't tell because I just killed everything. I will follow up. But anyway, Susano has an attack chain, whether they do the same damage on each attack or not. His first basic attack has a quicker animation, and his third basic attack does bonus damage. So he does have a attack chain with differing attacks. So attack or auto attack canceling is whenever you basic attack, there is a delay before you can get your next basic attack off. We're going to go ahead and throw our 3 onto King Arthur. We're going to teleport to him. Unfortunately, he dashes right after we teleport. His ultimate is down, so I do not feel too bad. But we're going to go ahead and rotate away. So with Susano and auto attack canceling, whenever you basic attack, there is a delay before you can get your next basic attack off. You can increase your attack speed, or what you could do, we're going to blink in on this new wall. Get some good damage off, and we're able to get the pick. We don't really have a whole lot of mana, so we're going to fall back under tower. So this delay can be avoided by using an ability. So if you basic attack, you can use an ability. The ability overrides that forced delay that you have to wait between attacking with basic attacks. And Baron's able to get another pick. We ult just to be sure. That was definitely a waste of an ult. So Susano in his 1, if you use your cone attack and you push B to cancel out of it, you can use a basic attack. Then you can use your spin around from the 1, cancel out of it, use a basic attack, and then use your dash, cancel out of it, and then use a basic attack. And by weaving in these basic attacks, you're going to be increasing your damage by a very decent amount, at least a couple hundred. It also helps with your jungle clear. So it's kind of complicated on console, or at least it didn't feel too natural right off the bat doing the auto attack cancels, but it's worth trying to get in the habit of because it can really increase your damage output. So we're going to go ahead and hit blue. I'm looking forward to all the changes coming in the mid-season patch. All the jungle camps are going to be changed, so it's going to be a little bit more interactive. We're going to go ahead and rotate mid. We don't see anybody from the minimap. So we're kind of in an awkward spot. Our red is not up. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get some damage off onto this nemesis. We dash in with our 3. We weave in a basic attack afterwards. We get some good damage off, but we're not going to be able to finish. So right now, we do have our ultimate. If we could ult somebody, we could most likely put him in a situation where we might be able to get a pick. We're going to make our way to our red buff. Bacchus is really far pushed up on left, so we're going to make a rotation. We do have our blank. We get the pick onto the Bacchus. There's the Neath. We're going to go ahead and ult. She uses her Aegis to avoid a lot of that damage. I missed some basic attacks. I missed a lot of basic attacks. My team's not following up, so I'm going to fall back. I don't really have the mana. So I'm splitting this farm with the Chiron. We're going to make our way to his purple buff, and then we're probably going to back. Our speed is almost up, and it will take a while to get to that side of the map. So we might as well as back.
Be right back.
So this game, we are going to be going into the Jotunns' Wrath after we complete Warriors Tabi. My thought process was I really want to get the cooldown of Susano down, so that way I can use his ultimate more and just get more abilities off. Jotunns is probably not the best item to go for. It has 20% cooldown, some flat penetration, and some power. However, we're tussling with this Nemesis. We're going to get some free poke on her. She's still hanging about. I don't know why. She's trying to steal this camp from me. She probably already took our blue. Yep. King Arthur's hanging about. This is not really a fight we want to prolong, so we want to get our damage off and then dip. We just lost over half our health. So with Jotunns, I think there are potentially better options, but this game I wanted that cooldown very early. We're going to go ahead and ult this King Arthur, get as much damage off as possible. We pretty much threw our entire kit on him. Cthulhu and Baron are rotating on him, so hopefully I did not die in vain. There we go. Makes me feel a little bit better about my death, but that was a bad situation all around. I would not recommend trying to engage a King Arthur, especially if you don't feel like your character is in a strong spot in the game. Susano usually struggles in the early game, but can have a very effective mid and late game. So we got Jotunns for the cooldown. There are probably better options for this. I will have the full build in the description of this game. And I might even make some notes on what the ideal build should be. But we're going Jotunns Wrath for the percent cooldown. I think that's going to be very helpful. There are other means of getting the cooldown percentage of your abilities down. Probably should have gone with that route. However, the Jotunns is going to allow us to 20%, so we should be able to get our ult off and just get more damaging abilities off in the early game. Nuwa is nearby. We get some damage off, but we're not going to be able to get a kill, so we're just going to fall back and go for our speed. Cthulhu just got our blue, so that is some XP that I will not be getting, unfortunately. Since blue is not there, we're going to go ahead and avoid the right side of the map. We're going to hit these harpies, and then we're going to go ahead and rotate mid. Although there are two people in right, and we do have our ultimate, so we might make an appearance.
Ultimate is ready. Retreat.
Getting some damage off. So right there, King Arthur, his cone attack from his 1 is actually a cripple. So I was not immediately able to dash away.
Enemy missing left. Cancel that. Your left tower is under attack. On my way.
So the two people on left are very far up. We're kind of camping in mid to see if they're going to push this Baron. Definitely overstaying our welcome. We should have been going left. Solo gets a pick. These two people are very far up. There's the Bacchus dash. So we get R3 off onto the Neath. I have no idea why we did not just ult. There we go. There we go. So we were able to get a pick, and we were able to set up the Chiron. We relieve the pressure in left lane, so hopefully they can catch up a little bit. Red is up, so we're going to go ahead and go through that. We don't really have the health or mana to do much, so we're going to go ahead and aim back. Our speed will be up just shortly. So we are going to be going into Arondight after Jotunns Wrath. Arondight is going to give us an additional 10% cooldown. It's going to give us 75 power. And whenever we damage an enemy with a basic attack after we ult somebody, it's going to deal bonus damage. Gonna hit the jungle shrine. We get that 25 gold for everyone on our team. Jungle Shrine isn't really worth hitting unless it has 6 or 7 chalices on it. I'm looking forward to the change that they're making in this upcoming mid-season patch, where you just have to hit the Jungle Shrine once to activate all of them. So, we saw Cthulhu ult, we're going to go ahead and dive onto this King Arthur. I think this Cthulhu will be able to get him, but we're able to get him with a basic attack. We do have our ultimate, we're going to help this Cthulhu clear lane and potentially push this tower. Don't want to take tower shots. He's going to take some tower shots, but we're just going to push this tower. So that is some gold for everyone on our team. Their blue is not there. Left is pretty far pushed up again. We're checking mid. Nemesis is pretty evasive. Even if we throw all of our abilities on her, I feel like there's a possibility that we go down and we just get full Neath ult from across the map. And then a Nuwa ult as well. That was a very coordinated turn and burn. Surprisingly coordinated. Nemesis baited me, and then she turned on me. Incoming Neath ult, incoming King Arthur, incoming Nuwa ult, and an incoming Nemesis. So definitely overstepped there. Should not have been that deep into their jungle. We're going to go ahead and pick up Arondight.
Enemy missing middle. Enemy missing right. Cancel that.
So right now we have a lot of power. We have over 100 power, and we have either 10 or 15 flat pen from the Jotunns. Plus we have 30% cooldown. So our damage is not maxed out per se. There are probably a more optimal combination of items for your first two, but I really like this combination because I have really low cooldown and I have relevant damage. Not maxed out damage, but relevant damage. We have our ultimate. We're going to go ahead and blink in. We choose Nemesis as our target. Unfortunately, she was able to survive, and King Arthur is able to get me. So I dove into 2 people thinking I could get the Nemesis. Was just shy on the damage because she was able to use her shield to avoid some damage and get a heal. So if Nemesis didn't have that mechanic, or if it was a different god, I probably would have gotten the pick right there. However, Nemesis was able to survive. So, after going into Arondight, I realized I want another penetration item. And I think that the Brawler's Beatstick is just a all-around solid item. No one on their team really screams out that we need anti-heal, other than maybe the King Arthur. But we do want some additional power, some additional flat pen, and the anti-heal passive is just going to be helpful. Even if it's just reducing the HP 5 of an enemy. We have our ultimate, we're kind of waiting for Nuwa to step up. We know that we can't full burn this Nemesis. We're going to use our 1-2 dasher away. We're still kind of hiding, but the Nuwa clay soldiers are going to spot us. We have our ultimate. We're going to go ahead and ult. Thank you, King Arthur, for bringing me towards your team. Nuwa dashes. I might have to get away, but hopefully my team can clean up the Nuwa. Looks like she was able to get out. Speeds up. We were thinking about backing, but then we heard the Nemesis get a pick on our teammate. So right there. Oh no. Oh no. And we're able to dash away. Neath ult down. I probably should have had that Nemesis dead to right. However, she wiggled around, was able to dodge an ability. So we're gonna make our way to speed buff. Blue is up right now. We're just kind of hitting the camps to try to get some farm and gold, so we don't fall too far behind. The Nemesis is a level 16, so I am getting out jungled right now.
Enemy missing middle.
King Arthur is rotating mid. We're still gonna show right and get the blue buff.
Put your faith in none but yourself. Friends.
So that is 2 down. Looks like we lost our dual lane. So right now I would say that the enemy team, even though we have more kills, kind of has an advantage right now. I feel like they just have the momentum of the map. Right here we're gonna ult. Try to get some damage off onto some peeps. Basic attack on the King Arthur. The Chiron is able to get the pick. We have not used our blink very much this game, and I feel like it would have been very helpful in multiple situations. And we're able to get the pick onto the Nuwa. So we're going to go ahead and back because we are pretty weak. We got the Brawler's Beatstick, so now we'll be applying a 40% anti-heal to any enemy that we damage with an ability. I think our team might fall a little short with the Kukulkan support. But I think we're getting by. Here comes a Bacchus. Not going to be able to do a whole lot to him. Just going to get some poke and some basics off. So he took out over half my health. Probably not the best idea to be directly engaging in a long fight with this Bacchus. Susano is definitely best at getting in, dealing his damage, and getting out.
An enemy has been slain.
Cthulhu is able to get a pick in mid. Baron is pushing with him.
Not pathetic.
We're going to hit our speed. Still a little under leveled. Part of it has been that we maybe camped in lane, trying to go for kills a little too long instead of going for camps and going for farm. Another one is I didn't get the blue buff as much as I do in many of my other games, so that probably reduced my XP. The good news is that 20 minutes in, and it feels like the enemy has a lead, they have not gone for any objectives. Usually, if the team has not gone for any objectives at this point in the game, then they probably aren't going to go for many in the later half of the game. So that means even if you're behind, you're not going to get punished too much from the enemy going for objectives. We're kind of hiding around this fight. We get some damage off onto this Neath. She ults us. We're able to get her with a basic attack. So now we're going to rotate in onto the fight if possible. No, I'll throw some clay soldiers at us. We're just going to straight up avoid her because if we get stunned, she's going to kill us. Oh, hello, Nemesis. We get the pull. Oh, how did we not get the new wall? That is such a shame. So now we are running. We dash through. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What a play. We use our 3 to get in, get a basic attack off onto the Nuwa. Our team's going to rotate behind us and get the Nemesis. That is what I like to see. King Arthur is nearby. We do not have our ultimate, but we might be able to get a proc of the Brawler's Beatstick off onto him. Bacchus comes in. We're going to use our pull, relocate him. We pull him out of Baron Somni's damney, unfortunately. Baron Somni is going to ult him. We're kind of hanging out. We don't want to take any damage, but we do have a little bit of fight to give.
Be right back. Tactical fury. Tactical fury.
So our team is going to go for gold. I don't think the enemy is going to really contest it, so we're just going to go for our speed. So we are going to be going just a little bit of defense this game, because I feel like anytime I get in an engagement, especially a prolonged engagement, I lose over half my health. So we have a decent amount of kills, only 3 deaths, and a decent amount of assists. We want to try to reduce the amount of times we die, so we're going to go into some defense. I feel like between the Jotunns, the Arondight, and the Brawler's Beatstick, I have enough relevant damage when I am ulting in a team fight that I can get picks, so I don't really need to continue increasing my damage output right away. We're going to go ahead and blink in onto this Nuwa. She ults. We do get a little bit of damage off onto her though, so we're going to back away from this King Arthur and from this Bacchus. Cthulhu is in his ultimate, so they're all running backwards. Neath is behind us. Just saw that on the mini-map. Don't know if I caught that in the game. Bacchus jumps in. We're really looking to get the pick onto the Nuwa here. There is the Neath. That was a terrible pull attempt. We're going to try to get some damage off onto this King Arthur to protect the Chiron. That is a King Arthur ult. We're looking for Neath here in this fight. We took a lot of damage trying to look for that Neath. We're going to dash through this Bacchus. We probably should have rotated through jungle and come up from behind the tower to get this Neath, but we're just going to keep moving with our team. So now I'm going around the tower. If they're here, I'm going to ult, get the pull off, get the double kill, and then we're just going to rotate out. We get our 3 off. Oh, the triple. I forgot I got a triple this game. So we should definitely be able to push a structure here. Do not want to be taking hits from the Phoenix, so we're going to step back. So they have 2 tanky characters. I don't think we're really going to be able to finish the Titan here. There's still towers that we could go for, so we're going to rotate left and get this tier 2 tower. We are looking pretty weak, and we have a pretty penny in the pocket. So we're going to want to back here in just a second. So our cooldown build is working out pretty well. I feel like being able to use my abilities more often is a little bit more helpful in this game with Susano than it would be if I had more damaging abilities that I couldn't use as often. So we got our Mantle of Discord online. This should help us stay alive tremendously.
Put your faith in none but yourself.
We're going to go ahead and drop our speed buff. There are 2 people in the middle. Cthulhu's cleaning up the right lane, but he should probably rotate mid. We're going to go ahead and go onto this Nuwa. She Aegises our damage, so that puts us in a pretty bad spot. Cthulhu is teleporting in. We get the pull onto the Bacchus. It looked like we pulled him in the tower. I don't know if he took a tower shot. They're able to get the mid tower, which is okay. Oh, we get the 3 off onto the Bacchus. That allows us to teleport to it into the back line of the team fight. We're going to get some damage off onto this King Arthur, try to protect this Coop Hulkin. So we know that the Nemesis and Nuwa are here. We're going to have to fall back, and unfortunately we can't pursue that King Arthur, even though he is one-shot. We're going to throw a ward down. pretty bad pull right there. Newell's still hanging out. This Baron might be able to make a rotation and get a stun off. Nope. And then King Arthur's full health, so I guess he backed and teleported in. That was our Mantle of Discord passive that just got procced. So that is going to be on cooldown. We're going to go ahead and back. And then we're going to be going into Heartseeker. Heartseeker is going to give us a large amount of power, some mana. And whenever we deal damage to an enemy, we're going to be removing a percentage of their health.
On my way.
Ultimate is ready.
So we see that Nemesis hiding around this corner right here. Question is she still here? Yes, she is. Bacchus comes in. We're going to want to dash out. There is a Neath ult. There is a Nemesis ult. We're going to go ahead and ult. We're about to die, so we want to get our damage off. We're on cooldown. We use our 3 to dash away. The Newell ult is coming in. Ooh, I thought that was going to get me for sure. If I did not have Mantle of Discord, that absolutely would have gotten me. So we got our Heartseeker. There is a very fat wave of minions in the left lane. We're going to go ahead and go clean that up so we don't lose a Phoenix.
Watch closely. Your left Phoenix is under attack.
So hopefully our team can get a middle Phoenix here while I am working on cleaning up this left lane. Vulcan is just hanging out in lane right now, not moving. So that is fun.
Retreat.
He's supporting us with motivational messages. That's what he was doing right there as their support. Our team was able to get the mid Phoenix, so now they should retreat. That was a pretty big victory. We're going to keep pushing up this left lane. We absolutely should be moving to the team fight instead of pushing minions. But now that we've pushed minions this far up, we're going to look to come in from the side and maybe get a flank off. But it looks like our team's fully disengaging, so I'm going to retreat as well. Gold Fury is up. We have the Chiron and Cthulhu. Between those two, they should be able to burn it, so I might just provide a little bit of boxing, make sure that nobody comes near the Gold Fury. Or I might just hop on it with them and deal all the damage with them. You never know. We're going to hit these oracles as well. Do the full, take one of their structures, hit all the camps and back. Looks like they are on Pyromancer. I don't think they're going to be making a play for Fire Giant. So we use our 3 to leave Fountain just a little bit quicker. Looks like 3 people pushing mid. They use Newell's ult, so they have vision on everybody right now.
That's too bad.
Since they're retreating, we're going to go ahead and move to our speed buff. Right now we are level 20 and we have been for a while, so the XP does not matter too much, but we are still interested in getting gold. And jungle camps provide a decent amount of gold. This Bacchus jumps in. Somebody else is also nearby. He is pull or knock up immune while he's burping, so I was unable to pull him there. Their team is still kind of pushing into this jungle. That is a Bacchus ultimate. That is a Neath ultimate. That is a dead Susano. I just got collapsed on. Chiron is very far up for where I just died. The team is most likely going to be rotating mid. We're going for Fire Giant. They're too scattered to be going for Fire Giant. So we have our Heartseeker online. That's kind of our final damagey item. We are going to sell boots here in just a minute. Not entirely sure what I sold boots for just yet. So another staple item on Susano that I did not really build this game or go over is Hydra's Lament. Because you can auto attack cancel so effectively with Susano, Getting Hydra's Lament really makes sense on him, gives you some cooldown, gives you some power, and it has a very helpful passive for dealing relevant damage. That is a Baron ult onto the Nemesis. We're able to get the pick onto the Nemesis, so it is a 5v4.
You are ruthless.
Team looks like they're making the call to go for Fire Giant. Left Phoenix is about to get hit by a wave. Neith is in a killable position. She backflips. We're going to stick to her. We do have our blink that we have underused at this game. We get the pick onto Neith. Now it is a 3v5. Or it is a 3v3 because we have two people cleaning up left lane. We know that the Nuwa is nearby. We're kind of holding off on our abilities. We're going to deal some damage to this Bacchus. Dash away. King Arthur is coming onto us, so we're going to want to start falling back. Try to link up with our team. We're going to throw our 3, make him run towards mid, and then teleport to our 3. That is a pick onto the King Arthur. That is a pretty big pick, so now we should be able to really push for a team fight here. With King Arthur out of the picture, we should be able to focus their Nuwa and Neith a lot more easily. For whatever reason, their Nemesis is pretty difficult to kill.
This war turns in your favor.
Neith got some good damage off. We just need somebody to tank this.
Attack middle lane.
Yes. Attack middle lane. Cthulhu, you are so low. Please eat a Phoenix shot for us. We're about to lose our Chiron. We're going to go ahead and ult in. We get some good damage off, but we were unable to get Neith, who was our primary target. We are able to get the middle Phoenix, and it looks like we are going to be pushing into the Titan room. Chiron is working on the left Phoenix, so that is 2 Phoenixes down. We're going to get some damage off onto this King Arthur, apply some anti-heal stacks. We're able to get the kill. So now it is just Bacchus left. We should be able to push the Titan room. I have no idea why we are retreating right now. We are all relatively healthy. I don't know why I'm going that far back. We absolutely could end this game. I retreat, realize the team's not retreating. And absolutely no right to. We have the game here. And it looks like that is going to be it. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, please subscribe to the channel and check out more videos. Oh, Titan, are you going down or not? That is a Neith ult. We're going to Sanctuary or use our Aegis. Oh no, we didn't end there.
Retreat!
That is a shame. We absolutely should have. I have no idea why we retreated so far into jungle. If we would have just pushed right there, we absolutely would have won the game. So we prolonged the game by not finishing there. So we're going to have to see how we establish a small lead and fight into a 5v5. Yeah, that feels bad. We absolutely could have ended there. There is a Nuwa ult. We're going to go ahead and go for these oracles, get some vision on Gold Fury. So, biggest takeaway from this game. If you are pushing into 2 people with 5 people, you can win the game. please attack the Titan. Do not retreat into jungle. Silly mistake prolongs the game, but I'm feeling pretty confident that we have this game in the bag. We're going to go ahead and sell our boots, buy the movement speed potion, and we are going to be going into Titan's Bane because of the King Arthur and the Bacchus. Titan's Bane is going to allow us to ignore some of the enemy's protections. We're able to get a pick onto the Nemesis, but Cthulhu is very weak. That's 2 down. 2 for 1. Baron's still very weak. Here comes a Nuwa ult. 2 for 2 trade. Now we're working on getting this Cuckoo out. Chiron is pushing the right lane. It looks like they're not going to dive onto this Kukulkan that readily. We're going to blink in. There's her Aegis. The Cuckoo is able to ult her and clean that up. I burned my ultimate as well. The middle Phoenix is about to be up. We just need to group as a team. We're too scattered with KK in the left and Chiron in the right, me going mid. It's just Neath. I might even be able to run in there and finish it. Looks like Chiron's going to be able to get the right Phoenix. So now they have 3 people up. Nemesis gets a pick onto the Chiron. Neath does a lot of damage, so I'm going to start wiggling away. Cthulhu is teleporting in. Cthulhu, come attack left lane. No! No! We could have gotten this left Phoenix pretty easily. So we do have our ultimate. We probably could kill this Neath. I make the call to go for Gold Fury, so that way we can get an advantage on the waves. Might not be the best call. Our team is still fighting in mid. We get the Omni Fury that is going to spawn enhanced waves in each lane for our team. And we're going to go ahead and back. So we have the advantage. We have the middle Phoenix down. We have Omni waves pushing out. We need to group as a team. There's a good chance that they're not all 5 going to be grouped together because they're having to defend mid and the right and left lanes. Our left lane's pretty far pushed up and our right lane is about neutral, but we have Oni waves, so each lane is going to push past neutral. So we're grouping up with our team, but we're going to hang out in jungle in case there is any kind of team fight. King Arthur is here. We miss our pool. If King Arthur is that far back, it does not matter. We need to push. Yeah, King Arthur running back to our blue is not worth chasing down right now. I'm indulging this Chiron because I'm trying to save him. That was a bad fight. And the enemy team surrenders. Wow, I wish we just won earlier. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, please subscribe to the channel. These stats for the game will be posted in just a second. If you ever want to request a god, please leave a comment or reach out to me in the Discord server. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.